Early, I think it's the hard part is just being able to see that there are adjustments and be able to understand what they're doing. Not necessarily having younger guys in the offense at all, because I totally trust Jack Jones and Chance Hall with everything that they're doing. And I watch them work every day in practice, so I know exactly their capabilities and their knowledge base. I mean, those guys are one of the smartest guys I know, so I definitely trust them and. I don't think anything is falling on their shoulders as to why stuff would go wrong.
So even though they don't have a lot of experience, you still think they played well enough to be able to make those adjustments?
Yeah, I do. I think they played really well, and it is hard for somebody to get thrown in there. And, I mean, they did a great job with it, especially versus these SEC teams. I mean, they're very good every week, so those guys really did step up, and I'm proud of them.
Kyler, I don't know how aware you are about what's going on in Missouri. If you've read anything about it, the protest, have you?
No, I haven't seen anything. I don't really get on social media too much. So.
Well, basically, you have some players in support of a protest who said they won't practice until this individual stops fasting. As a football player, can you imagine the cause in which you would not go to practice?
I don't know. I don't really understand what they're going through, so I can't really talk about what's happening. But I mean, I love football, and I wouldn't want it to be taken away from me. So I think I would try and go to practice as much as I can.
Why do you think y'all have been such fast starters? As y'all done really well in opening drives, first quarter, second quarter this year. Why do you think y'all have been able? Has that been a point of emphasis more than in previous years, or what do you think's been the key there?
I'm not really sure. I think all of our focus and all of our energy going into the game, we're really locked in, and I think that helps with the first drive, the first few drives is just being able to get that first punch in and be able to. Maybe quiet people down, and it's especially important on the road. It really does help once you score a touchdown. It gets things a little bit quieter. You're able to hear more. So I think that's just a big emphasis of us is just to, get that first punch in and start the game off right.
I think your first quarter, it might be the most productive quarter for you. The fourth quarter's not been. Why do you think you've been so good to start and not close in the fourth quarter as well?
I'm not sure. I think it goes back to defenses learning and being able to adjust off what we do, and I don't know. I mean, I know we're a very good conditioned team, and I know that every single person out there can go into the fourth quarter and go into overtime and be fine. And we take pride in that as our offense is to make them tired, and we're not. We don't even say those words. We just say winded. So we take pride in that, and I think it's just, maybe the defense is playing well.
You think that your offense is versatile enough, though, to answer any adjustments that you need to make?
Yeah, I think we have the right amount of plays and right play calls to be able to adjust and figure out what they're doing and be able to, take advantage of it, which is, I mean, really what we did towards the end and being able to pass the ball.
Kyle, you guys are always talking about the next game's the most important game, but how do you keep young players kind of locked in against a team that has one win this year?
Well, especially the young players, is they're going to get to play a lot. That's how you look at it. Is all the younger guys, all the twos are thinking, hey, well, I mean, if I can show support to the ones and they can do a good job, I can get in the game. And that's how I thought about it when I was younger. Is I really want to play this game. I really want to get on the field. So those guys will be especially locked in this week in practice and knowing their fundamentals because they might get a chance to get out there.
Kyler, when you go into a game like that, when the outcome is already decided, but you go into the game, are they still meaningful snaps for an individual?
Yes. Every snap is meaningful because you can learn something from every snap that you take. You can get better as a player or get worse. So you definitely want to take it seriously and understand. I mean, no game is set in stone. No game is. So you got to go in with the same mentality as you do every other game and be able to lock in and understand that, these guys are, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're football players, you know what I mean? They put their pants on just like us. So we just have to be focused and understand that every snap is valuable.
Coach Chip?
Sorry, you mentioned the young lineman doing a good job. I mean, how much have you seen Chance Hall improve over the past 3 games with him starting?
So much with different things that I see in pass rush and run blocking during practice. And, I mean, it gets me excited to know that he's improving. And, you know, I kind of took him under my wing and tried to help him as much as I could. You know, I helped Brett Kendrick out a few years ago, and he really appreciated it. So I thought, you know, maybe I can help Chance out, even though he is on the other side, is just try and give him every nugget of gold that I have and everything that I've learned over the years. So I've been trying to do that, and Chance is, I mean, he's a great listener, and he's great at taking coaching. He's been able to access all that information and do a really good job out there.
Coach Jones said that Josh Dobbs has been banged up. Do you appreciate that he's been able to fight through that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, we don't want that as offensive linemen to have your quarterback banged up, but, you know, the way our offense works and how Josh, you know, runs the ball, and, you know, he's not going down easy. He's going down with a fight. So he's a great football player, and he understands, you know, that's what happens in football. So I think his pride and his competitiveness won't let him ever get off the field. So I'm really proud of what he's done.
Tyler, what seems to be the game plan, the philosophy for end of half opportunities? It seems like even with over a minute left, multiple times out, you guys just seem to run clock, get out of there, get into the locker room. But it's just, what do you got? Do you guys talk about that during the week when you're game planning? It just seems like Coach Jones just wants to get off the field.
No, I mean, we go through a 1 minute scenario each week, and it's more for end of the game kind of stuff. But you know, I think it all starts with the opening play. We figure out, you know, how the drive's going to go with the opening play. So, I mean, if we were to get a negative run or a sack on the opening play, then it might be like, okay, let's just, you know, take it into halftime or just wait till next half and be able to bounce back then. So I don't think it's anything of, you know, we're not competitive or, you know, we just trying to hand the ball over to them. But I think it's, you know, we go out there to score, and then if it, you know, doesn't look like it's going to happen, then we'll slow down a little bit.
Alabama got so much recognition, its front seven did, for the job it did against LSU. When you played after that game, when you came on the field, did you feel like you played against, that was the best defensive front you played against?
I think they had some of the most variety out of the defensive fronts that we had. I mean, they brought in 4 new defensive linemen on third downs, and they are a good front. I mean, but every front in the SEC is good. I mean, I can say the same about Florida's defensive front. You know, they all have big guys, they all have fast guys. So I wouldn't say they're world beaters by any means, but yeah, they definitely are a good defensive front.
Thanks,